Alexa, what is CBD?
According to Wikipedia, cannabidiol is a phytocannabinoid discovered in 1940. It is one of 113 identified cannabinoids in cannabis plants, along with tetrahydrocannabinol, and accounts for up to 40% of the plant's extract. As of 2019, clinical research on CBD included studies related to anxiety, cognition, movement disorders, and pain, but there is insufficient high-quality evidence that cannabidiol is effective for these conditions.
So, CBD, there is three in the family. You got hemp, CBD, marijuana, the three names you will know about. CBD is what we're discussing, marijuana is what we're not doing. There's hemp, CBD, marijuana. Marijuana is the cousin of hemp, CBD comes from hemp. You can get, so I have this right here. This says it's a twisted hemp, fully twisted premium hemp cigarillo glass filter tip, 50% CBD, 1 gram premium flower, 50% CBG. So if you open up, it's a gelato flavor strain. So I only have 14 minutes. My phone sucks. You got hemp. Hemp is a super plant. It's gonna revolutionize our future. Hemp has healing qualities beyond comprehension. CBD comes from hemp. I think CBD is the full healing quality of the hemp flower. So you got the CBD. CBD in itself has so many different conjurings of it. I don't have a diagram or anything, but so here you got 50 CBD and 50 CBG. Okay, so screw all that. You got CBD. What CBD does is when you put it in you, if you've got mental problems, you've got brain problems, you got headaches, you got literally anything wrong with you, you are going to put this product inside of you, and the CBD is going to take over and go to the parts of you that you need the most. So there is so much. CBD is a world that it's a rabbit hole. Okay, so you go into the CBD, you have disposable vape bars, you have water, you have CBD, the actual flower, because it does not have THC in it. If you were curious, there is no THC in a CBD. But if you transition to, say, a kick bar, this has not THC, but it has Delta 8. Delta 8 is the psychoactive component of the CBD flower. It gets you high. It doesn't get you high, but it stimulates your brain enough to give you a good time. Consuming versus the so you have these. CBD isn't any product ever because it's the cannabinoid. So you're taking the CBD and you're like pressing it, getting all of its nutrients out, and it becomes an oil, and you add it to the things and it heals you. I promise you I'll have more structured videos, but I'm just talking to you like I'm talking to you. Say, Marcella, you have asked what that grounding sheet is. I'm going to hopefully explain it if I don't get cut off in my 14-minute time span. But so you're adding the product to this, and then whenever you consume, when you consume this, if you look for this, it's CBD water. It just has CBD inside of the water. Drink it like this much, maybe 4 hours before you go to sleep, and just see what happens. The more you do CBD, the less it's going to affect you 100%. But we have these natural cannabinoid CBD receptors in our body, and they pair up with it. The CBD gets inside of you and pairs with it. So when you digest anything, edibles, you know what edibles are, you know, at the party. So the edibles, they hit in a way it's too much. It's a lot, and there's just so many different ways of finding what works for you with this. So you can get one of these. This is $5, and no one, if you're into CBD, listen, I one day will be partnered with CBD companies, and I will be able to get you guys the hookup, because this stuff is overpriced anywhere you go, because they're just the stores that you buy this from are just trying to get the money. They don't care about the quality. But how stuff like this works, this is the gelato flavor, this is a lemon cake. They're named after marijuana strains, the CBD strains. Like there's sour diesel CBD, CBD and marijuana. So you can have like a marijuana plant and breed out the THC components of it and leave just this. So this is now just a Gelato CBD hemp flower, and had there been anything else to it. But yeah, there's just different ways to go about it. So you can smoke a CBD joint, a blunt. You can smoke this, okay? And what happens is you hit it, you smoke it. It goes in and it comes out. When it comes in and goes out, it's putting the CBD inside of you. And this does work. So it works with my stomach problems. It works with knee pains. It helps the pain. This does help. But the difference is between this guy and this guy is when you put this in, it takes about 40 minutes to activate. When it takes about 40 minutes to activate, 40 minutes depending on your digestion, it goes inside of you, goes through you, and then it comes out of you. I'm doing this so I can explain what it's doing right here. It does. So you can do this for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes, couple hits, 4 hits. 4 hits, it's already taking effect, right? It's kind of going through here and just kind of putting things back to how there should be. And how the CBD waters is how they work is when you are digesting the product, okay, you're putting it in you, and it's going to the part of you that it needs to be in the most via these CBD receptors in our body. So you're putting the CBD in you. If you're eating it, it's gonna go through you, the physical product, because that's how food works. Whenever I teach dieting, you will understand. But you're putting the food in you, and it's going in you. It's going. Your person becomes the food you just ate, and the CBD is gonna go. If you just broke your knee, it's gonna help you with that. If you just broke your brain, it's gonna help you with that. If you're depressed, it's gonna help you with that, but not as much if you don't know what you're doing. And I'm going to figure out how to teach you how the depression part works of it, because right now I think it's what I know. It's just a kind of consume and wait, because I know what it does to me, but it doesn't help me because I know what it's doing. So it's kind of like, oh, it's gonna do this to me for about 4 hours, and then that's it. But so you have that. You have this thing right here. This is a kick bar that is bought at my freaking convenience store. This is concentrated CBD. This over here, this is called a dab pen. So it's a wax. It's like a waxy thing. You compress it out of the CBD plant. It's crazy. Like you with heat press, and this wax comes out. This is the one that it this has CBD. It has CBD and it has the Delta 8. The CBD, it's going to go through you and calm you down. The Delta 8 is going to come through here and stimulate your brain. And it's going to stimulate it. It's really tasty, lemon cake flavor. I'll explain more into that. Don't jump straight into Delta 8. Just play with CBD for a little bit and see how it works, because the Delta 8, it's currently, the world of Delta 8 is right now exploding. So you have all this stuff. But then CBD oil, it is literally in everything. You can go online and just find there are flaming hot Delta 8 Cheetos out there. There are Oreos. Every product in the world can consist of CBD, Delta 8, THC, or anything via the oil. Just add it to it. But if you're really interested in trying the CBD, if it's for physical, if it's for mental, it's for anything, it is such a big world. I think I already said it, but I'm gonna be part of a CBD product soon. So just wait. And stuff like this is gonna keep growing, and it's really beneficial. But if you're just going to the store to buy it to drink, like it's way different than if you know what you're doing and have like a daily practice. And this stuff is always gonna be expensive if you go to a store. There's websites where you can get the actual flower, like you can buy an ounce of the CBD flower for $60. It is high quality stuff, and you can do a lot with it. You can cook with it. It's crazy. You just have to know what you're doing, and I'll probably teach you if you're curious. But Um, I'm not gonna cover that grounding sheet in this video, sorry. So this, it does help. When you smoke this, it goes through here. It starts here. It turns your stress off. 2, 3 hits. I promise you. No matter how you're doing it, that stress, that anxiety, it starts to quieten. And whoever's watching this, I have a creating balance series where just crazily I take my information from here to explain to you how to take over your life and understand the power you have as a human. But it's what you do with it. If you're doing this for depression, and the moments that you are on this substance, that's when you think. It's crappy because you're trying to relax, but if you're doing this for depression, it's only temporary because tomorrow, the next day, the day after, less and less of this is in your system. And the more you do, the more you have of it, the more you have of it, the more you depend on it. And you need to build a healthy relationship with this. If you are a man, woman of the earth, this is earth right here. This is concentrated earth. Hey, and there's also a product I want to know about it so bad. It's called Rick Sampson. Rick Sampson oil. It's a very, 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 very concentrated marijuana oil supplement. I don't know if you consume it. It's a paste. Don't know, or you do that. You do something, but it gives you an intense high. That's not the goal of it. It's to heal you. Like it miraculously heals you. That's illegal, so I can't talk about that. I can talk about this. This is not illegal. There are CBD products aplenty. There's honey, gummy bears, tea, coffee, CBD coffee. That is, I have not tried it yet. So it's coffee with CBD. The coffee, it gives you that high. It goes a woohoo. But then the CBD kicks in right before, as you are around the time that you start to crash from the coffee, the caffeine, it kicks in and it just kind of carries the caffeine high forever until it's over. Like, so CBD in itself is everywhere, but it's not 100% trustworthy right now. There is companies, I think what I heard, it was on the Dr. Phil's talking about it. CBD products, they are not safe right now because companies are just trying to make money. So you could have a product with 20 milligrams of CBD in it, but instead of 20 milligrams of CBD, it actually has 5. Like you don't, we can't prove that, and that's what the companies are doing. So it's a real weird world. In like 5 years, it's gonna be completely different. This is gonna be on the next level. But yeah, so that was so crazy. I might teach the science of the actual science of the CBD next time and show more of the products and what it does. This is just my I'm trying to let you know what I needed to know before I wanted to know about it because this guy right here is $5 for this much, and it really isn't worth it if you're trying to cure something. If you're trying to aid, it's perfect. If you are out of surgery, you can drink this kind of stuff for a couple of days, and then I thought my phone hung up. So you can drink this for a while and just let it do its thing to you, but after a while, it's not going to do the same. You have to build a healthy relationship with it. You can't eat zebra cakes every single day, but when you do, it makes you happy. You have to build that relationship, one zebra cake a week. But this does help. Just don't spend all your money on it. These help with depression temporarily. These help with depression temporarily, pain temporarily. You can do these products and they help you, but what you do with how you feel is up to you. This is Benny. Subscribe.